So the OG, why are we calling it the OG? We're calling it the OG because of a couple of things. One, man, we're in this tunnel here. I love it. We're calling it the OG because of a couple of things. One is because of the engine, and two is because of the paint, and three, I think it represents me very well. Now, let me explain what I mean. Let me break this down. I grew up on the lowrider cars, lowrider truck scene, along with the Trucking Magazine and Trucking Magazine trucks and the dancing beds and all that jazz, you know. So that's the era I grew up in, and within that era, candy apple or candy red was a big deal throughout the scene, right? And both scenes and everything. And of course, graphics like this are not identical, but they remind me of like the Trucking Magazine days. So I feel like I have the best of both worlds. What I didn't know is that Jace came from painting lowriders. I didn't know that, but my brother, one of my brothers, back in the day, had the lowrider truck of the year, which is huge, for 3 years in a row. So when I showed him the paint of this motorcycle here, he says, "Hey, does that guy paint lowriders?" Sure enough, I called Jace. He's like, "Actually, I started off painting lowriders." So my brother peeped out the lowrider game, if you will, that Jace had, you know, so or his style, I should say. So it worked out good. So for one is the paint. I feel it's from an era that I grew up in. It was just so dynamic in terms of like, there was just so much creativity. Not that there isn't now, but I feel like some of that creativity, not that I was a fan, let me just clear this up, of every single lowrider or of every single Trucking Magazine truck, but I feel creativity was just bam, you know, was just at a different level. Not that there aren't good builds now, but you know, I just feel at that time frame, in my opinion, there was just, the creativity was just up there from everything. Even bicycles, people were pimping up bicycles, you know. So I definitely like that, for sure. So, you know, it just represents my era, and please let me know in the comments, because I'm sure it represents some of you guys as well. And of course, the engine, right? That era was kind of in the cusp of like the big 69 Camaros with the big old blower coming up on top, and just having just engines, just all motors, superchargers just popping off the top, and just motor, right? Just you know what I'm saying? And I feel that this 153 cubic inch engine has that. Obviously it's not a car, but I feel that it has that power, that girth, that distance, you know, just that wham, you know, when you turn it on. And I'm very happy I have this angle here, because this is not from a 360 X5 or X4. This is from an actual DJI Action Pro 5, I believe it's how it's all goes. So there's a lot that went into giving you this shot, so let me know if you like it. But anyhow, those are the two big reasons why I'm calling this motorcycle the OG. So what better way to show you what I'm talking about than riding on it and showing you here in Houston traffic, by the way, because it is my daily rider to and from work, letting you guys know, or showing you guys the OG in action on the road. This morning when I left the house, there was a lot of sun, but the sun went away, and now there's clouds, which is kind of a bummer, because I wanted really to show you the flake and the candy. So I guess we'll do. But those are the two big reasons why I'm going to call this OG. So henceforth, this CBO will be called the OG. Man, that echo sounded pretty mean in there. I'm still getting used to the bike, y'all. Now, I'm also going to talk about the drivability. You know, yes, it's a 153, 200 horsepower to the wheel, not to the crank, and you know, 178 foot-pounds of torque to the wheel, not to the crank. Built by All American Cycle. I got just about 2,000 miles on it, and I've ridden it all over Sturgis. I've ridden it all over here in town. I have my big trips coming up, and I will be showing that, or sharing that with you guys as well. But I got some big trips coming up, and to kind of test this engine in terms of the daily. But man, as you guys saw, if I didn't show you already, you know, you can put this bad boy in cruise control and just let it do its thing. You know what I'm saying? Just cruise control it, and it could be your daily rider, your everyday motorcycle, and it could be one that you know, you race, you beat people, you know, off the line or on a roll. And let me tell you, this bad boy has some very, very nice power in it. So it is the best of both worlds. It is a big engine, all motor, and oh, I think the sun came out, so hopefully the flake on the candy comes out here along with my helmet. Yay. But the drivability on this is just like, look, I'm just cruising 4th gear, 47, 50 miles an hour, 2,500 RPM, and I'm just going at the speed for two reasons. One, because I want to talk to you guys comfortably. Second, it's the first time I'm setting up this camera this way, so I just wanted to make sure that the wind doesn't blow it away from me or anything like that. In terms of the heat management, let's talk about the heat management of the motorcycle. Yo, it is I mean, look, I'm riding. It feels like a stock bike. It's just with a lot of power, but it feels like a completely stock motorcycle. You know, obviously when you get up and go, it's gonna open it up. The exhaust sounds insane. And let me just touch base on the exhaust. No, you cannot buy this exhaust anywhere. It is proprietary to this motor and to All American Cycle. Now, they are coming out with a new exhaust that is similar to this, that's compatible with all of your engines. For example, like a stage 1, stage 2. They have a little short, not a shorty version, but like a mid short version. It's brand new to the market. They haven't even announced it, but we are announcing it here because, man, those exhausts are nice. Now, of course, like anything else, you're gonna get what you pay for, and I'll leave that there. But man, what you gain out of it is just so much power, so many smiles, along with all the miles that you're riding. So here we're coming into the downtown area of Houston. I don't know if we'll get to see it because the camera's facing this way, but anyhow, the drivability of this motorcycle is insane. And of course, the engine is I can't say anything bad about this engine. All I do is pump gas. You know, I'm not on E being ethanol. I'm not like doing any crazy stunts. I should say like any crazy fuel, or I'm not using any additives. I'm not using nothing. I'm just using pump gas. And George said I could even put 87 if I needed to, which I'm happy he tells me that, because when you're on the road, bro, you just don't know what kind of fuel you're going to run into, you know. So that's why E85 was out for me. Obviously VP 109 is out for me as well. So yeah, that's why this engine build is good. Oh, we're also running a chain drive kit. We have a chain drive kit on this bad boy here. The Da Vinci Code live September 9th or October 19th here at the Dan Brown Center. Anyhow, yeah, it's the chain drive kit, everything's good. You know, I'm not gonna go through downtown. Man, this engine sounds insane. It sounds insane, you all. All right, so I'm not too familiar with downtown Houston. I mean, I am, but I don't have my GPS on, so I'm just gonna wing it here. This tells me I can go to San Antonio that way, but I don't think I want to go to San Antonio. At least not today. Anyhow, now let's talk about the suspension. Okay, let's talk about, let me go this way because I think this way I can go east versus west. The suspension here, front and rear, is Öhlins, and let me tell you, man, for this CVO, Öhlins is the business, is the shiznit. It is the business, and this bad boy is on rails. John from J&B Cycle Works, he installed the suspension along with the Arlinis tires, Arlinis wheels, Arlinis hubs. I'm sorry, Cruise Tech tires, I should say. I think I can go this way. Arlinis hubs, Arlinis rotors, Arlinis everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's just insane. I'm gonna go this way over here because I'm trying to go onto 610, but we'll figure it out together. So everything is dialed in, and I absolutely love it. This motorcycle, the suspension is just dialed in like there's absolutely no tomorrow. It goes as fast as I want it to go, or as slow as I want it to go. And look, right now I'm in downtown Houston, which is the third, I believe, largest city in the country. It's either the third or the fourth largest city in the country. And look, it's handling these little brakes here. The suspension's handling fine. I don't even feel it. The engine's working perfect. I mean, it's just, this whole engine build, this whole build, I should say, is just epic and amazing, and I love it. So I don't know why they're putting their emergency lights on, but I'm gonna go this way because I can. All right, so anyhow, the suspension on this bad boy, the tires, the wheels, the rotors, the hubs, everything is just perfect. So okay, so continue on downtown here. I see a highway out there, so I'll just get on the highway, and I figure it'll be for me, right? So all right, continuing on to continuing this ride and review of the OG. I see a highway up here, and I'm just gonna go towards it and see which one it is, and try to get home, you know. Oh look, here is where the Houston Astros play. Unfortunately, I can't show you because the camera's facing this way. But yeah, again, the suspension is perfect and everything connected to it. Yay, I found exit to I-69, also known as Highway 59. So yay, I don't know if you can see behind me, but that's where the Astros play. Anyhow, so is this a lane? I think it's a lane. It's so confusing here in downtown Houston. Anyhow, let's talk about the ergonomics of this motorcycle real quick. The ergonomics of this motorcycle are great. Obviously, let's start with the seat. I have the seat from Bad Boy Cycles, and it's great. Let me close this up. And I actually have the Orliness 10.5-inch riser setup. I'm hoping my camera will stay there. And I have the stock floorboards right now. Yes, I want to upgrade the stock floorboards, but honestly, I don't know what floorboards I want. I'm not sold on any specific brand of floorboards yet, so I'm just not sure what I want for floorboards or foot controls and stuff like that. But whenever I make up my mind, I'll reach out to the companies and see if they can send them my way. But either way, man, I haven't done anything with the floorboards. So with that being said, everybody, I'm gonna end this video here, but I wanted to make this video to let you know briefly that this motorcycle henceforth will be called the OG, and also that I wanted to share give you kind of a ride and review of this motorcycle. Like I said, I almost have a couple of grand miles on here, and man, it's just been great. Like right now, look, I'm not even on it. And it just goes. Obviously, with this much power, the throttle response, you have to be aware of that. But man, this motorcycle here is just banging, man. It's banging. So anyhow, I am gonna open it up here. I'm gonna keep this camera there, and I'm gonna test it to see at what speeds this camera will start. I guess kind of moving or falling. So with all that being said, if you found some benefit to today's video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps me out a lot and lets me know that I'm doing a good job or not. So you guys be good, and I guess ride along with me to see what speeds this this camera and this stand gives out.